Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the annual Jeepers Keepers Fantasy Football League Awards ceremony. This is the first annual No Tees, brought to you by Commissioner's Notes. Tonight, we celebrate the highs, the lows, the utterly inexplicable decisions that make this league the chaotic masterpiece that it is. Because if there's one thing we all know here, fantasy football is not just a game. It's a lifestyle, a full-time job. And in Jimmy's case, it's a threat to his marriage. First, I want to introduce our fearless leader, the commissioner himself. How do we let a man named Beans run this league? It's like letting a man named Socks run a shoe store. But yet, here we are, taking orders from the very bottom layer of our 7-layer dip. Now, Clint, you had an incredible season. Almost undefeated, but just not quite there. I guess you're just allergic to perfection. But don't worry though, you still managed to make everyone feel terrible about their own teams. Meanwhile, Rylan, you made so many deals. I'm surprised you haven't traded yourself out of this league. You're like the fantasy football version of a door-to-door salesman. Always showing up uninvited with a trade nobody asked for, but yet they always listen. And then there's Jimmy. Draft night, your wife's birthday. You thought that you could pull it off. Fast forward to him dropping $41 on Travis Kelce because he didn't realize he was too drunk and was still bidding on him. Bold move, Jimmy. And Trevor, what can I say? Your attendance at the commissioner's brunch is so non-existent that I am actually announcing we will be renaming the brunch to the Trevor James Memorial Brunch in your honor, even though you're alive and well, unlike your playoff run this season. Without further ado, I'd like to introduce your host of the evening, the yin and the yang of the Commissioner's Notes podcast. Everybody, please welcome Commissioner Marcus Reardon and Caleb Klug. So welcome.
What a sexual evening we have here, Marcus. It's the end of the year. It's the awards ceremony for our beautiful, majestic Fantasy Football League. Cheers, pal.
That it is, Klug. Thank you all for being here. Let me take a sip of this. And what an introduction. Let me tell you what, our host of the evening, Harry Mars, really nailed that introduction. I knew he would. You know, Klug, I started this whole situation years ago. I used to write little commissioner's notes in the notes section of the ESPN app. Who'd ever thought we'd be here in a situation like this? One-of-a-kind event, a black tie event, great job. You look great, by the way.
Hey, the dress code was not very specific. I'm feeling pretty loose. I'm feeling pretty good. What do you say we get this show started? We get into the first award of the evening.
Let's get into the awards. We've got a ton of awards, so we're going to go a little bit rapid fire. But we've got awards. The first award of the night, though. Wow, what a category. The best name of the night. I'll tell you which name you don't like to hear, that of his ex-wives.
Diana, you bitch.
Anyways, for best name of the league of the season, we've got some unbelievable nominees. The nominees for this year.
The nominees for best team name are
Amon-Ra St. Peen by Rylan Hancock.
Easy Breezy Beautiful Cover Clue by yours truly, Caleb Klug.
The next nominee is Kelsey Buckler by Sam Camp.
The final nominee, Trevor James Wallstrom for Touching My Homies Jackson.
And the winner for best name goes to Trevor for Touching My Homies Jackson.
Touching My Homies Jackson.
Nobody saw it coming. Come on up here, pal.
I'm devastated. All right, Marcus, on the heels of the best team name in the league, we have the worst team name.
There's two sides to that coin, my friend. All right, let's start that over.
Absolutely. Got a hot little ticket right here. The nominees for worst team name of the year are Trevor James Wallstrom for Trevonius Wallstronomo III.
DJ Giroux with DeJoundre McGruven.
And Bryce Smith for David Montgomery.
Who's the winner? I can't wait to find out.
I mean, they're all so bad, Marcus.
They're horrible.
The winner for worst team name is back-to-back awards. Get back up here, Trevor. Trevornius Rostronimo the third.
Trevornius Rostronimo the third.
It's just so bad. Get up here, Trevor.
Unbelievable job. Come on up here, pal, and celebrate with the rest of us. You know, pal, it's not just you and I that can make this all possible. Obviously, Harry helps us out, but there's a special place on this show for our special guests.
We have a few people coming in, gathering different insights, different personalities.
And different songs as well. Cheers to that, pal. But since there are so many, there has to be a best. So I think it's only right that we read off the names for the nominations for Best Guest of the Year. Tom Borns.
Bryce Smith.
Trevor Wallstrom.
Jimmy Radzik.
More nominations than we normally have.
We got a couple guesses here. More next year, I hope.
Oh, certainly that. Now, the winner of this year's best guest is Tom Borns.
Oh, man, Beasky.
Yeah,
I wasn't in town. You filled in, and you did so good.
Filling in for Klug when he was in Kansas. We can't thank you enough, pal. Come on up here and celebrate with the rest of us.
Get up.
Now, Klug, we don't just do a lot of talking, a lot of jib-jab on the pod. We do a little singing as well. We're musical men.
We like to sing.
We've always loved to sing.
Best song of the year?
By this time, you will have received the link to your vote for Best Song of the Year. Please enjoy this video montage of all the nominations.
Democracy at its finest, boys.
And who the fuck is Ray Davis? Tell me who is Ray Davis? And who is Jordan Mason? I don't know. Get me another cocktail. Goddamn, fuck you, Caleb. I'ma trade with someone else. Yeah, I'm looking at you. B-Rice party. Feeling naughty, not gonna make the playoffs this year. The specialist boy in our entire league, yeah, not gonna make the playoffs. Too bad. It's taking all of my time, yeah. It's taking all of my body. The weight of his bracelet, it's weighing down on me. His team fell short, but it was not because of Lamar Jackson. Lamar Jackson.
I just know.
'Cause we're all being sometimes, and that's okay. I fell in love with a man, his name's Devon A.J.
Hey, boys. A little bit of a disturbance in the podcast. Klug, my co-host, actually passed out, believe it or not. So I am here to announce the next award solo. Now, there's no nominations for this. It doesn't happen often. It is an unbelievable achievement that we have only seen done a handful of times, if ever. I honestly don't know if we've ever had this done before. So I'd like to introduce a new club and its first ever member. That's right, folks. It's the 200 Club. This year's induction into the 200 Club goes to none other than my co-host who has arisen from his slumber, Caleb Klug. Klug, congratulations.
I was just taking a nap. I was just sleeping. 200 points, Marcus. I never thought that I'd get there. Let alone I didn't think I'd do it while I was in Kansas working on a beautiful, beautiful deck. But I did. I scored 206 points. It feels good. I'm the only member in this club, fellas. I hope somebody joins me soon. Come on down to the 200 Club. Now, Marcus, not every team is going to score 200 points.
No, certainly not.
Not every team is going to make the playoffs, be in the good winners bracket.
True.
Not every year is going to be your year.
True. Can't be all of our years. Right, boys?
Which leads us to our next award. The nominations for the next year is his year award are
Marcus Reardon,
Bryce Smith,
Tom Bournes,
and Rami Arvid.
and the winner for next year is his year award goes to Rami Arvid. Congratulations.
Rami, we love you, Rami. Next year
Is your
year, baby. Oh.
Congratulations. I can't wait to see you win it all next year, my
Man,
friend.
God.
You deserve it. You're a great guy. Celebrate this from LA without us. We love you, pal.
Man, it is tough going up against Rami in fantasy football. I mean, obviously not this year.
Not this year.
It was a pleasure.
It
this
was a
year
bit of a
going up against-
cakewalk.
baby. But next year, you better watch out.
Now, let me tell you what, the best night of the entire year is what night, Caleb? You have to say.
I mean, it's pretty clear to everybody in the league, that draft night is the best night of the year.
Me personally, Klug, let me tell you something. I would never miss the draft. Not in a million years.
I plan for it pretty much 12 months out. the moment that the draft is over, I'm thinking about next year.
Yeah, let me tell you what. But there's some people out there, Klug, who don't see this the same way. Believe it or not, Klug, there are people who would like to sabotage this draft.
Oh my God.
Yeah, you can't even believe it. I can't even believe it. But we have nominees for the most likely to sabotage a fantasy football draft. Why don't you start us off here, Klug?
The nominees for most likely to sabotage a fantasy football draft are Jimmy Radzik,
Ali Radzik,
and Amanda Milovich.
It's a tough competition here. Let's
take
go
a
ahead
look
and
here.
off stage get who is the award winner for this.
one. Ooh,
Oh,
you're
you're kidding me.
Surprise here. The winner for most likely to sabotage a fantasy football draft is Ali Radzik. Get up here, Ali. Actually, we're being told that Ali is not in attendance. Not shocking. Jimmy, get up here
Come
on
on
behalf.
up
Get
here,
up here,
pal.
Jimmy, on behalf
Come
of
on
your
up
wife,
here.
the saboteur herself. Get up here, Jimmy.
Come on, Jimmy.
There's no even need to have a competition, to have even a nomination this year. We've got a little special package put together for you folks about our most injured manager in the entire league. The Golden Band-Aid tribute video goes to Brandon Smith.
Spend all your time waiting for that second chance, for a break that would make it okay. There's always some reason to feel not good enough, and it's hard at the end of the day. I need some distraction. Oh, beautiful release. Memories seep from my veins. Let me be empty. Oh, and weightless, and maybe I'll find some peace tonight. In the arms of the angel, fly away. a silent reverie. You're in the arms of the angel. May you find some comfort here.
So tough, Brandon. God, it was a miserable time to be not only a player on your team, but any player that was on your team at any point.
Yeah. If you sniffed Brandon's roster, you were going down.
Hopefully, a lot of those injured players have a nice comeback. The comeback player, manager, person of the year is a special award. Someone who's been down in the dumps, possibly flirting around in those beans, Marcus.
Yup, absolutely. But you don't have to stay in those beans for long if you play your cards right. pal.
Damn right, pal. This award is for those who have alleviated themselves from the beans, have changed the narrative, changed the story, and turned it all around. The nominees for Comeback Player of the Year are Clint Evans,
Kyle Alexander.
and Jimmy Radzic.
And I didn't know this was nomination at all. Marcus and Sam Goode's friendship.
Oh, that's so ridiculous. That must be a gag. No way that one wins. Oh my God! The winner of Comeback Player of the Year, Marcus and Sam Goode's friendship. Oh my God! What an inspirational
Yes.
story. What? Oh, get up here, Sam Goode. Give your fucking best friend Marcus a hug.
Give me a big old hug, pal. We did it. Comeback Player of the Year award. Mine and yours friendship is going to last until we die. Yeah! Ladies and gentlemen, on a far more serious note, we need to give a shout out to the fathers in our lives. I know I love my father. I think you love yours as well.
Shout out Keith Klug.
Shout out to Keith. Now, this next award goes out to the Father of the Year.
Raising kids and also managing a fantasy football team. It's impressive. Who are the nominees, Marcus?
And the winner of Father of the Year goes to Sam Cam. Oh! Best there ever was, best there ever will be. Congratulations, Sam, to another year of raising kids and playing fantasy football. Congratulations.
We've talked about draft night. It's the most important night of the year for your
Love
fantasy
it.
football team, but it's not everything. Your team is not set in stone. There are pieces that have to be moved all season long. You have to make trades, Marcus.
You have to make trades, and Klug, I tell you what, not everyone's as easy to trade with as the next person. Let me tell you that much.
Some of those guys are little staunch little bastards about their players. They don't want to trade them for nothing.
Did I mention how good this whiskey is?
It's delicious. Is it our not sponsor of the week, Marcus?
Yes, it sure is, Klug. Thank you for noticing. Today's not sponsor of the week is Maker's Mark with their collaboration with the Phoenix Suns. It is really something else. I think that you're gonna like it.
You know, Marcus, when I was in college at the Walter Cronkite School of Journalism, I once took a shit next to, who was it? Tom Chambers.
Tom Chambers and you took a shit next to each other?
I could really tell because his legs were so high above the ground. It was sensational. Go Suns.
Go Suns. Cheers again. Another happy sip from this purchaser.
Num, 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 num. Hardest to trade with. It's been tough all season. I want your players. Give them to me, but you won't. Hardest to trade with. The nominees are Clint Evans,
Bryce Smith,
DJ Giroux,
and Tom Bone.
God, Marcus, I hated trading with every single one of these
man.
folks.
What a horrible
But there's
time.
one that was worse than any other, and that man is Bryce Smith!
Hardest to trade with. It sucks sending you trades the entire time. I knew you weren't going to take it.
Oh, you should have traded more, Bryce. Your team sucks. You didn't even make the playoffs. Get up here, pal!
Get up here, pal.
These bastards, Marcus, holding on to their sweet, sweet players.
Oh, very annoying.
Wouldn't it have been so nice to have some of these nice ball players on your fantasy football team?
I would have traded him away right away.
I'm sure you would have, because you, my friend, were involved in some of the most elaborate, fantastic, and just
Exhilarating.
and impactful trades of the year.
Facts.
Let's get to some of those. The nominees for Trade of the Year are
The three-way trade by Ryland, Klug, and Marcus.
Sam Goode's trade with Marcus for all of the fucking Browns for Alvin Kamara.
And when Trevor traded me, Khalil Herbert for TJ Hawkinson.
Some good trades there. Marcus, what do we got?
The winner of Trade of the Year goes to the three-way trade! Trade on the air! Trade on the air!
We've done three-way trade. Three-way trade. Three-way trade.
Oh,
Feels
great job.
great. Feels
Great
great.
job. Unbelievable.
Oh,
I did not
man.
anticipate this. I just want to say thank you to everybody. I'm happy to be involved in all the trades of the year. Shout out to Sam Goode. Shout out to Trevor.
Sorry to
Shout out-
interrupt, but get up here, Peen. Come on, baby.
Come on up here. Now, congratulations to that last award. Now, we're going to move on to a different subject here in the league. My first special buddy that I can remember was Odell Beckham Jr.
God, you loved him.
I loved him. He was fantastic. As a matter of fact, we won a fantasy championship together, making it all the tougher to get rid of him in future years. I think it's only right we acknowledge some of the best special buddies in the entire league. That's right, folks. It's the Special Buddy Loyalty Award. Clue, who are the nominees?
Me. For Amon-Ra St. Brown.
Clint, for Mike Evans.
Marcus. For Devon Achane.
And Kyle, for Austin Eckler.
And the award goes to, it better be me, I tell you what. Oh, fuck, it's Kyle for Austin Eckler!
Congratulations, Kyle. Unbelievable devotion to your special buddy, Austin Eckler.
Even though he ended up on IR, you went through many great lengths to grab Austin Eckler, bring him back to your team. Great job.
Also, RIP Austin Eckler.
Marcus,
Yeah.
it's not every day that we get new members into our league, our very, very special league. But every once in a while, we let somebody in. And last year, there was somebody that really thrilled us.
Yeah.
His name was DJ.
Yep. He came in hot. Let me tell you what, he came in hot.
He came in hot. And this year was cold.
Yep, but he's not the only one.
He's
There are
not
plenty of other people who, like pancakes, flopped.
flop of the year. Nominations are
Jimmy Radzik,
DJ Giroux,
Bryce Smith, and the winner of Flop of the Year goes to DJ!
Who saw that one coming?
A big old fat flop. Let me tell you what, my friend, but that's okay. You don't have to flop every year. You might not flop ever again. I've never known you to be a flopper. I've known you my whole life. Let me tell you what, DJ, don't let this get you down. Flop of the Year is a unbelievable honor.
Everybody told me DJ's good at everything. He's very athletic. He's
He is.
very handsome.
This is true.
He hooks up with beautiful women.
That's a
He's
fact.
the best. And I agree with all of it. But DJ, you flopped this year. What happened?
And we love you for it. I can't wait to face up against you next year. Please don't quit. You know, every year we play this game of fantasy football, there's an F word that is thrown around, left and right, willy-nilly. Klug, what is that word?
You know, Marcus, I've been called this F word a lot in my life. Ever since I was a little boy, the F word is fraud. Yep, it's fraud.
Fraud is the word, and fraud is the award this year. We are talking about men who are supposed to be great or are supposedly great, that at the end of the day weren't as great as we had once thought. The nominations this year for Fraud of the Year go to
Kyle Alexander.
Trevor Wallstrom,
And Sam Camp.
who is the winner?
And winner for fraud.
Fraud.
of the year is Trevor!
The marvelous fraudster himself.
He can't
knew
save
it.
you, pal.
You knew it the entire time. You had fraud in your name so many times. It became true. You truly manifested it for yourself. I would recommend changing the word fraud to like champion or something like that. But you, sir, are the fraud of the year. Congratulations. Come on up here and celebrate with
You
us.
fraudulent bastard. There's a lot of work that has to happen behind the scenes for this whole thing to happen.
Yeah, sure does.
For you people out there to see us from so many different angles, so well lit, sounding so nice, there has to be somebody behind the scenes doing the dirty work.
Absolutely. It's what this production, this show has been missing since day one. I'd like to announce the winner of this year's Producer of the Year. Harry Martinez!
Could it be anybody else?
Couldn't be anybody else. Come on up here and celebrate with us, pal. Thanks for all you do behind the scenes. Commissioner's note to the moon. We're going to take this to the next level, and it's all because of Harry Martinez. Congratulations on your Producer of the Year award.
Post-production genius. Some delicious cocktails we've been sipping on tonight, my friend.
I wouldn't call them cocktails. I'd call it straight up whiskey out of the glass with ice.
Tomato, pal. A little bit of liquid courage can always make decision making a little bit more smooth.
Sometimes even worse.
Sometimes even worse. You know, at the draft this year, there was one man who was relying on that liquid courage. He drank so many beers in the corner.
Yeah, he did, but he wasn't the only one, pal. There's a lot of people who drank a lot of beers in the corner, and this award is to honor all of those men for their sacrifice.
The nominees for most beers in the corner are Marcus Reardon,
Rami Arbit,
Sam Goode,
and Kyle Alexander.
and the award, Marcus. I mean, odds are it's
And-
probably you, pal.
You would think. The award for most beers in the corner goes to Sam Goode. He drank the most beers in the corner.
So many beers in the corner. Sam Goode, get up here. Embrace with your best
Great
friend,
job.
Marcus.
Come on down, pal. Arms wide open.
All right, Marcus, we really, we don't need to spend a lot of time here. Trader of the Year. Every single year, there is one man in our fantasy football league who trades more, makes the most breathtaking trades, trades till his team is into oblivion.
Hey, don't get it twisted. Some of those trades suck.
Oh, some of those trades sucks. Ryan Hancock, he is Trader of the Year every single year. There's no point that we even have this award, but regardless, we have an award. The nominations for Trader of the Year are...
I'll tell you my personal nomination, your ex-wife.
Sheila, I miss you.
The nominations for Trader of the Year go to Rylan Hancock,
Sam Goode,
no, is this real? Marcus Reardon, a nomination for Trader of the Year. Unbelievable.
Yep, we're all surprised to see anybody's name on this list other than Rylan Hancock. It's gonna be Ryland.
Gotta be Rylan. Cheers to Rylan.
Is this the wrong award? The award for Trader of the Year goes to Marcus Reardon.
Yeah! Woo! Cheers, mate. Trader of the Year. Ooh. First time, one time. Let's go.
I really don't know what to say here. Congratulations, Marcus.
Thanks for this award, folks. All I can say is you might not have liked them. You might not have agreed with them. They didn't all make my team better, but you know what they did? They made this league better. I trade not just for myself, but for all of you and the sustainability of the Jeepers Keepers League. People like me keep this league alive, and we'll keep this league alive until we all die a slow and old, gross, disgusting, cancerous death. So this one right here is for you guys. Cheers. Happy to be the Trader of the Year. Ryland.
Marcus, it's the time of the night that everybody is looking forward to. It's the most important award of the evening.
What is it?
It's Manager of the Year, Marcus.
What? That's awesome.
Last year we gave it to 3 people. It was me, Trevor, and DJ. Personally, I think it should have just been me. I'm back. I'm back in the semifinals
You're back.
this year.
Congratulations.
So, I mean, if I'm not at least a nominee, I'm going to be pissed.
I don't know what's going on around here.
But Manager of the Year, we've been working hard for so long. We've been putting in lots of hours, lots of thoughts, lots of decision making into your fantasy football teams. Only one of us has made the right decisions all year long. Manager of the Year nominations are
Clint Evans,
Caleb Klug,
and Sam Goode. And the winner of Manager of the Year goes to Clint Evans! The Grinch. Everyone thought he was going to quit the league. He has risen above and beyond. We don't know yet. We actually haven't finished the league yet at the time of this taping. Maybe he won, maybe he didn't. I don't know. Either way, Manager of the Year, Clint Evans. Congratulations, my friend.
Clint, you got a 40% chance at this moment while we're recording this podcast of winning your semifinal matchup. Hopefully you get through. If you don't, irregardless, it's been a fantastic
matter.
season. You won so many fucking games, and just the contrast between this little bitch boy who wanted to quit every year to the champion who's won so many games,
13-1 with a bye.
week to week. We salute you, Clint Evans,
We love
Manager
you.
of the Year. Fantastic.
That was for you, Clint. Great job this year, pal.
A lot of people said, Klug, we know you won the league last year. We know that you can't handle being a co-host of a very successful, hilarious podcast, as well as leading your team to the semifinals 2 years in a row. Well, guess what? I'm here. I'm back. I believe in my team. I believe in myself, and I also believe in this podcast.
I believe in this podcast. I believe in this league. We know you out there, when you tell your friends about this league, they drool with envy. We've got a laundry list of people who would like to join this league, but you watching this are one of the exclusive members. We are so grateful for your patronage. We are so grateful for what we do for each other's lives year after year after year.
People, I hope that you are inspired to look at your league and think, how can I make my league better, more integrated, more involved, and more loving of each other?
You got to stay tuned to this podcast, because between our unbelievable draft night, the commissioner's brunch, the trade deadline mixer, and so many more things throughout the year, it is truly the greatest way to keep you and your friends involved in each other's life until we all die a slow, cancerous death.
Cheers to you, to us, to fantasy football, to the Jeepers Keepers League. Fuck you, Kyle. Cheers.
Cheers. Now let's go get some McNuggets.